We cannot we cannot not on this story, boys. Put the fist down.
Expert in fucking, I don't know.
Great power.
For the fifth time, it's your boy Sean. Ooh, what is up, Wikimaniacs? It's your boy Sean back at you again with another Monday episode. With me here today, I got John. I got Josh. Say hello.
Hi.
Hi.
How's it going?
Tired.
John is complaining about daylight savings time.
It sucks.
I
Shouldn't
agree with
exist.
him, actually.
I have no strong feelings, but I do agree that it shouldn't exist.
Yeah.
I think Arizona just completely got rid of it. They just don't follow it. And I thought that was what we all did as a country. I swear that's what we decided on.
No, we're all waiting for New York to change over, and that's never going to happen.
Oh, is that what it is?
I think. I have no
They
idea,
always
to be
got to be
honest, but
different, huh?
we have tons of New York listeners. Let me know if I'm correct on that.
Again, we don't know shit, guys.
Yeah.
We're not smart.
It do
Exactly.
be facts.
But yeah, it's your boy hosting another episode. Second time since being back. Hopefully the rust is fully gone. I got to give a shout out before I start. And I know we don't do shout outs at the beginning, but just shout out you guys, Wikimaniacs. You guys have been tagging me in things I like and things I don't like, but you're tagging me nonetheless. And I appreciate, that you think about me. You know what I mean? You know I love the words of affirmation. Don't know if I love the pictures of myself fucking doming my mic.
Yeah, there's a lot of screenshots of you in our Discord, which is... And Reddit.
They've made their way onto Reddit now. It's like a little, are they called emotes or stickers or something?
Sure.
On Discord?
Yeah, I started
Whatever
those,
those
I think.
are. Oh,
But-
you did those.
but,
Okay, great.
I think Saskia has built out a few other ones, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I truly opened up those messages being like, oh, a little Sunday love. Love this for me. And then it's boom, me fucking giving it to my mic.
Well, just be glad you weren't there last night. We had like an hour full of, probably like an hour conversation of just straight up puns. You would have hated it.
Thank God.
It was amazing.
I'm very happy nobody tagged me in that. Appreciate that.
I'm gonna go back and tell him to do it because I
Yeah.
got him
No,
all
John, you
under my
torture me
palm.
while we record. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get into the menu, shall we? I had a little time today, so I try to be like John and Josh, put little titles on my stories. Here we go. A man pretends to get a vasectomy. Now his wife is pregnant.
Oh, no.
Damn.
Wouldn't that be on the same level as like stealthing, like Laura said? Is that not the same thing pretty much?
Same.
We will see.
It sounds like the same
Okay.
concept because
Yeah.
sure.
Because the woman doesn't have full context of what's happening. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think that's on
Or
the
you
same
think
level.
you think the protection is there, but it's really not.
Protection.
Protection.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, by the way, shout out. They made it to the final four of our March Madness.
Oh, yeah. That's been
Damn,
fun,
that's
actually.
quick already.
Yeah, it's been really popular.
What are we doing? Like, how are we doing that? I have not looked at all.
Oh, no, don't worry. It's taken care of already. You ain't got to worry about it.
It'll be done by the time this episode
Yeah,
comes
it's
out.
done.
I'm just interested. I'm interested. Not interested enough to look, but interested enough to talk about.
Wow, you don't
That's
even
fair.
look at our own content, Sean. How dare you?
Yeah.
I'm
Wait,
part of
I
the
shouldn't be
content.
surprised.
Sean is part of the content. That's
True.
fair.
All right. Anyways, I didn't announce who sent that and what Reddit they got it from. So my bad. Shout out to Outrageous Midscore Nose 9675. They got that from r/relationship ground score advice. Coming up next from r/marriage from Pandemonium the Cat.
Hey.
We have a wife finds out what her husband really thinks of her sister.
Oh, okay. In what way?
You will see.
Okay.
And you will be uncomfortable. All right.
Oh, no.
Coming up from
Oops, all
TI.
sad.
This is the one that's going to break the oops all sad. Coming from r/TIFU from Nonsense Ground Score Slime. A man eats tacos so delicious that it sends him to new heights.
I mean, every taco I eat is That's my
What
reaction.
kind of tacos do you eat, Josh?
Yeah, what kind of tacos do they have in Canada?
Yeah, I'm curious.
Canadian tacos.
If you fucking say hard shell, we're fighting.
Oh yeah, when you think of a
both.
taco, what do you think of?
I prefer the soft tacos, but I do
Okay.
enjoy a hard taco every once in a while.
Flour or corn?
Corn?
Good.
I find
Good answer.
both to be
Good answer.
depending on what it is. Like a breakfast taco, I don't think is good on flour, to be honest.
Fair.
But a street taco is much better on corn. Like just a meat, onion, cilantro combo.
That's all you
I mean,
need?
corn is still good, but flour is still good, but corn is much better.
Yeah.
But I think
I
a
agree.
breakfast taco with eggs and cheese and bacon, it's hard to do on a corn. I feel like it's just not the right material.
Impossible to do on a hard taco.
And then hard tacos are just nonsense, are absolute fuck, unless they're
Really?
flat, like a tostada. But like an actual hard shell taco, I think is
I
nonsense.
can't.
I enjoy the crunch.
Or here's what I've had at one of those, hipster white people taco places that I didn't hate, is they take a hard shell taco, they take a soft shell, they take a tortilla. They take a tortilla, they put cheese, they melt the cheese, and while the tortilla is still malleable, they'll put a hard shell taco inside.
Oh.
And then the cheese will melt onto the hard shell, and then you got like a little combo.
Interesting.
It was interesting.
doing
I
it
didn't
Do
hate
an
it.
IPA?
Doing the most.
White people tacos have to do the most.
Yeah, exactly.
They're making up for their sins of the stereotypical white taco.
Of everything.
You know
else.
what I mean? And everything else that they've done to civilization. Okay, last
shit.
story of the day. We have a woman's son North Carolinaed her over her new boyfriend.
Oh.
That's coming from r/relationship ground score advice two times in one episode.
Nice.
It's their Reddit name, but it also sounds like their full name. So I will not
Good.
read that.
Put them on blast.
No, I will not.
Do
you
it.
can find it on the Reddit, I guess.
Reveal
but,
who they
I was gonna
really
say,
are.
We put the links in the show notes. So
They'll
people
That's
can get
true.
to
They'll
them.
know who it is.
Except on YouTube,
I already
I
got
guess.
yelled at for saying a name, I think. So I will refrain
Just
from
get yelled at again, bro. It's okay.
I don't like it, to be honest with you.
I would like to clarify that I don't put the links on YouTube anymore. That is strictly because of Sean. You got us.
What do you mean?
You got us fucked up with your
What
smut.
your first episode?
Okay, all right. Well, we know now not to put the smut. You can put the Reddit links on there.
I just don't trust it, so I just don't put you links on YouTube.
Hey, it was better to find out back then on our second episode.
True,
than
when we
now.
were
Yeah, when no one
paid.
knew about us, right?
Yeah. There's a lot of slander here, and I don't like it. I won't stand for it, actually.
It was just wild that it was
Yeah.
literally your first episode.
Yeah,
and
the
you're like,
first time I
here's
get to
all the
host.
links, and I'm like, all right. Banned.
Immediate correction.
We found out quick. You got the YouTube
talk.
does not like porn.
He got the talk like second episode in. I'm like, Sean, buddy.
I almost killed our YouTube before it began.
Yeah, you did. It was funny.
And then after that, we have, just because our subreddit is just full of them, we have 2 editions of Does This Guy Fuck?
Ooh.
Also,
Yeah.
I think during one of my Whatever Wednesday episodes, I'm going to workshop the Does This Guy Fuck official card game.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we have Wednesday episodes for $10 patrons. I should clarify that. Sean just references, but yeah, we do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we do like different things. I just did an Oops All Story episode this past week where I read stories from r/writing prompts.
Wow.
So far, good feedback, but yeah, we change it up every week. Sean's
This
doing
Wednesday.
smut next week.
Yeah. No, this week. By the
Or
time this comes
week,
out,
when
this
this is
week.
coming out. Yeah, you're right.
This Wednesday, you'll hear me read smut by myself, and you'll hear why maybe it's the last time I ever do that.
For the $10 patrons, for the rich, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I mention it like it's casual because if you're not a $10 patron, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I'm saying? You're lucky. John and Josh took away the $25 tier from me because otherwise,
yeah, because that was too evil.
I'd be
that was
locking that shit up behind there.
just as Bunyan picks.
Straight up. All right. So first story of the day. Here we go. Are we ready?
Ready?
Yes.
Again, this is from Outrageous Midscore Knows 9675. Hello, Reddit. I have been a long-time lurker, but I haven't posted. I'm a frequent user of this app. However, my wife doesn't really like it, but I still want to be precautious as she knows my user. So this is my throwaway account. By the way, I put a too long didn't read on the bottom. We're going to read it.
Yeah, I was going to say, we have a podcast. We got like 15 minutes to fill here.
Yeah, we got to read the fucking, this whole thing.
We got ads to fill now too. So
Yeah, exactly.
I am going.
Fuck. Start over. It still has to fit in a TikTok.
I'm going through a horrible dilemma, and I'm so deep in, I have no idea what to do. My wife and I have been married for 9 years, and we have 2 kids together, and we weren't planning on having any more. Well, my wife is set on that idea, but I wanted to have at least 5 kids, and she only wanted 1 or none. This doesn't take away from the fact that she is a great mother. It's just her own personal preference. Going into the marriage, we sort of compromised to have maybe 2 or 3 kids. I am set on having 3, but she didn't want any more after our second. It has been
respect
5.
that should be the end of the conversation.
That should be the end of the story.
Yeah.
why don't y'all think of adoption or some shit if you really want a third kid?
Well, maybe she just doesn't want a third kid at all.
Or maybe.
That's what I was thinking.
But yeah, if you like, she has to have the child if you want it biologically. So, respect that if she doesn't want to do it anymore. Because I've seen videos and it looks traumatic.
I don't even want to look at videos, bro. Like
I am too scared.
I told my wife, ever the point that time comes, I'm gonna be on the upper side of the partition. Like I'm a faint.
Yeah, Sienna was on like pregnancy story TikToks of like tragic pregnancies, and she's just like going through them, and she'd share them all with me, and I'm like, if you never want to be pregnant, just let me know. That's fine.
I tell Nancy that all the time. I'm like, dude, we could just adopt.
Same.
It sounds horrible.
You don't have to do that if you don't want to.
Yeah.
Same. Like, plus it'll be better. Hope that kid's gonna be tall as fuck if we adopt. So
True, they'd be short if you biologically.
if it's me, it's for me. It's gonna be short.
Be a jockey.
Watch they get the recessive gene. Your son is like 6'4".
Hey, that'd be cool, bro. It's like, I'll
Plays
see
for
you
the
draft day,
Suns.
kid. I'd cry.
All right, back to the story. It's been 5 years since having the first 2, and around 2 years ago, she was hell-bent on me getting a vasectomy. I wasn't comfortable with it, and I refused, but it became the center of our arguments. We dated for 5 years before getting married, so we have been together for a total of 12 years when this occurred. Now we have been together for 14 years. Random math lesson in the middle of that for whatever reason, I guess.
stopped paying
Math
attention.
tracks, I think.
Yeah,
Once I
whatever.
heard numbers, I'm like, I don't know.
Not
care
important.
anymore.
3, 4. I got it.
These were such lovely times, and I didn't want to end our relationship on this, especially since we have kids together. So I agreed to get the vasectomy after months of arguing. Fast forward to now, my wife is pregnant. She doesn't know how this could happen, but I do. I never got the vasectomy.
Oh, you're a piece of
Jail.
shit, dude.
Jail,
Yeah,
flogging.
man.
That is stealthing. That is exactly what Laura said.
That's what it
it's
is.
the same as poking a hole in a condom or not taking birth control when the
You
partner
said
thinks
you
they're on
are,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
What
Yeah.
a piece of shit guy. Like, you're okay with your wife going through another traumatic physical experience, but you getting snip and get healed in like a couple days is a no-no for you? How fucking selfish of you, dude.
Yeah.
And it gets worse.
Oh my
All right,
God.
here we
It gets
go.
worse than debatably
This is already
assault.
bad.
I mean, yeah, it's debatable if it gets worse, but it definitely does not get better.
Okay.
All right. 2 years ago, I pretended that I got the vasectomy, and I told her someone else took me to the appointment, and I took off a week of work so I can recover from it. I tried to be precautious during sex by pulling out, but clearly that did not work. Now, my wife is furious as I told her that the vasectomy could have failed rather than just telling her the truth. She is also scheduling appointments with various lawyers so that she can sue the practice in which she believes that I had the surgery. However, if that practice has records, it will prove that I never got the vasectomy. Now, my wife is also thinking about having an abortion, but I am trying to convince her to drop the whole thing. And if anything, this child is a miracle.
Nope.
What should I do now? I'm worried if I tell her the truth, then she will leave me. I don't want to lose her. She is the love of my life. I don't know what I can do without her. I know this is my fault, but please help me on how I should go about this.
Dude, you already admitted to it that it's your fault. Own up to your fucking mistake.
It's not a mistake. He meant to do it.
Oh, he meant to do it. But at the same time, too, it's like if your wife continues with that legal proceeding, you're going to get fucked up in the end and they find out that you messed up and like you didn't like tell the truth. Now they can just countersue your ass for fucking defamation.
And then your wife will know for sure.
And they'll hit you really leave your ass.
We'll end up at the same fucking point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even want to give you advice because I feel like you don't fucking deserve it. You're a piece of shit and you deserve to be divorced, jailed, sued, all of the above. And yeah, that's just such a horrible position to put someone in. And then she's confused about why it's happening. You're putting her body through this again when she very specifically said she did not want to do this.
Yep.
So I don't know. If there is a hell, you're going to go to the deepest depths of it.
Dude, she already like compromised. She wanted 0 kids. She compromised twice for you.
Twice.
She had 2 kids already for you when she originally wanted none. And then you're going to go ahead. At least tell her the truth and wear fucking condoms. You know what I mean? Like do something. Or like tell her, you know, like I didn't get the... You can't continue the lie, which is like what it sounds like you want to do. So the truth has to come out.
Missed this. Did he just not get the vasectomy because he's afraid of it, or did he just do it maliciously?
Because it makes him uncomfortable.
See? Yeah, even
the thought of it makes him
of
uncomfortable.
See, but I think that's a lie. I think he did it on purpose just so that he could get her pregnant again.
There's definitely the vibe. I didn't think of that at first, but he is definitely like, oh, I want, you know, a third. You know, so it's definitely...
Because he kept pushing it.
It's definitely possible.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's hinted that he wants more anyway in his story, and then him saying, "Oh, I'm just uncomfortable with it," like seems suspicious that he's actually uncomfortable with it, and that he just didn't do it for malicious intent. You know what I mean?
And the fact that like as soon as it happened, he didn't come clean and be like, "Look, I fucked up. I'll pay for the abortion. I'll pay for everything. This is like super on me."
Yeah.
Also, she's got to be like, if you had the vasectomy, why are you always pulling out? You know what I mean? That's weird.
Well, then she might ask questions why are you pulling out, I guess.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know, not to victim blame, but you know, you got to be like, as the guy, you got to be like, okay, that can't, obviously this isn't going to last forever. She's going to find out.
Yeah. You're going to get her pregnant. Like, it's going to happen.
There's no method. Even condoms are not 100%.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
So it's like pull-out game is not strong enough to last you a lifetime. You know what I mean?
No.
Yep. And how selfish of this guy. To me, what's pissing me off even more is that vasectomies are reversible. So if like at the like let's say he went through with it and got a vasectomy, and if like maybe down the line the wife has a change of heart, say like, hey, maybe I do want a third kid, then he can go back and get reverse that vasectomy, and it's a quick operation.
It's Michael Scott. Snip, snap, snip, snap.
Bam, there you go. Like, why couldn't he could, like, his wife sacrifice her morals getting 2 kids and having to go through that experience twice, and all you got to do is go get something done for like a lunch break and recover in like 2-3 days. How fucking
not even some people are back up within the
next
hour.
day, right? Yeah. So it's like, dude, you couldn't take that dive for your wife who changed her, you know, her desires just so you could be happy too. Like,
yeah,
it's a one-sided street for me.
Like to get a vasectomy is and reverse it is a percentile of the damage done to your body that would be done with an abortion.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like that is it is so insignificant to just get the surgery and then reverse it if you guys change your mind. Like,
and even then, it's just like even the abortion, like giving birth, all the trauma that the body takes when giving birth your vasectomy is, like Josh said, a fraction of all of the pain and trauma that your body would go through.
Yeah,
either
you just put some
abortion or
ice on your
childbirth.
balls for a couple days and you're good to go.
I honestly don't know enough about vasectomies to speak on it.
Neither
but
do I.
All I've heard from like, TikTok, which is probably not the best source, is that it is reversible. It is very easy. Recovery time is quick. We don't know why it's not done more often.
Honestly,
also, I've heard there are.
Everyone should get a vasectomy, and then when you're ready to have kids, reverse it.
Well, I don't know about that.
Yeah, that you're doing too much now.
I don't know about that, Josh.
Fair enough. I was just making a joke.
All right, are we
cut
ready
that
for
out.
the next?
No, I'm leaving it in.
No, I mean like it's a joke. Cut it,
No,
'cause
no,
snip
that
it.
was
Come on.
I'm
Snip
surprised
it
I
would have
caught
been
it.
way better. Come on. God. John, you're falling apart, man.
I'm tired. It's fucking
You need a
daylight
nap.
saving time.
Hey, if it makes
I
you
do
feel
need a
better,
nap.
John, I understood. I got.
Thank
the
you,
cut of it.
Sean.
You're
All
not you when
people.
you're hungry.
Not me when I'm sleepy, and I barely sleep
None
to
of us.
begin with.
That's
Man,
fair. That's fair.
It's funny to see sleepy John, hungry Josh, just the different attitudes that come on this podcast.
What'll be the 7 dwarves?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the three of us, though.
Coming up next, here we go. We got this from Pandemonium the Cat. A wife finds out what her husband really thinks of her sister. Okay, so this is posted in r/marriage, and it's kind of just photos of a text thread. Not screenshots either. Straight up photos of a phone. So quality's not great, but we do what we can.
Yeah. That's good.
This is titled, "What would your response be if you are a wife and you saw these messages? My husband is in the blue and his buddy is in the gray. My sister is getting her breast implants removed. They joke like this often." Here we go.
I already know where this is going. We've done a story similar to this, and I have a fucking idea.
Should you guys read it? That way I don't have to read both. Yeah, I think that's what we
Sure.
should do. Yeah.
Actually,
yeah.
John, you read this one with Sean. I read the last
Sure.
one with Sean.
Let's do it.
Whoa, but who was host whenever we read it? Josh?
You as well.
Was I?
Yeah. You did both. The versatility of Sean.
All right, here we go. John, would you like to be the husband or the bud? I'll
Who's
tell you
that?
now.
The
Both are
husband or
bad.
the bud.
They're
Both
both,
are
bad.
bad.
All right, let's both.
Both
It don't matter.
Both are shitty.
I'll be the friend then.
All right, I'll be the husband. Oh God, his is bad. But I guess yeah. All right, here we go.
You're the blue, right?
Yeah, I'm the blue. I have some awful news.
Oh no.
My sister-in-law is getting her implants removed.
You get her pregnant, huh?
Even worse.
No. Tell her no.
Apparently, they're causing her to have back issues.
What a pussy.
Oh my God.
She's going to be so much less hot. This is really upsetting.
I'd still give her a nice pie either way, but I see what you mean.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
I'd still spit in her mouth.
I'd let her spit in my mouth.
End scene. Jesus fucking
I
Christ.
felt so gross
That's
reading
his-
that.
That's his sister-in-law, did you say?
His sister-in-law. Yes.
That's
his wife's
gross.
sister.
Fucking weird, dude. That's so fucking weird.
Bad.
Oh my God. The level of evil is husband, very close second, best friend. They're very, very close. But to say that about your sister-in-law, who is family, is fucking...
Disgusting. Yeah.
She's not blood, but I mean, you've married this person.
You're
You've
the
married
part of
into
the
their
family.
You're in the family. You know what I mean?
Oh, God
Disgusting.
damn it.
Absolutely disgusting.
And then on top of that, who fucking cares if she's getting the breast, whatever it is? I forget what it is.
She wants
The
to
implant
feel
removal.
better because her back hurts. Like, no shit.
Yeah.
Like, she'd want that
or
removed.
whatever her reason is. It doesn't fucking matter. It's her body. It's not your place to fucking comment on it. So shut the fuck up.
You thinking she is hot has nothing to do with her life at all, actually. Like,
True.
her doing something to make her more comfortable should not affect you in the slightest. In fact, it should make you happier that family is going to be feeling better.
All I hear is West Virginia.
West Virginia.
Is that a new state that we're fucking messing with now?
That's a song, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is.
Take
yeah.
me home.
Is there a song about Alabama I don't know about?
Sweet home Alabama.
Oh, true. There we go. Yeah. I should have
To be fair, I don't think either of those songs are about incest. But yeah, your state's
Why do I think about them then?
yeah, it's bad.
Why do you think about incest, Josh?
When I hear about incest,
Oh, I was about to say.
When we just heard a story about
I was going to say, you guys read it to me. Oh,
but
gross.
yeah, disgusting.
Yeah, divorce. Tell your whole
Oh,
family.
definitely, yeah.
Divorce right away. I would
Yeah.
screenshot and send that to everybody, I think.
Yeah. Facebook.
And that's just
Post
seeing
them.
one conversation. Imagine the history or all the other nasty shit they could have said.
I mean, in the fucking title of the story, it says they joke like this often. So it sounds like they're always making crude jokes. And this time it's private because it's talking about his sister-in-law. But still, yeah, I don't know how you could be friends
I don't know how you can be married with this person.
or married.
Yeah, what a sicko.
Yeah.
Like, how can you be in the
It's-
same, like, if,
I mean-
if your sister in the same room as your husband, I would not feel comfortable.
Okay, hear me out.
Yeah.
Even if this wasn't the sister-in-law, talking in this fashion about any woman is bad.
Yeah, that was
right?
the point I
Like-
was making when I was like, it's not your place to comment on her because she's doing what she wants with her body. Like,
Yeah. Can you
Fuck
imagine,
off.
even if this was a random, maybe this was like a celebrity with breast implants and
Right.
they were talking like this. Even then, if I was a wife or a husband, maybe I have a bisexual husband, I don't know. But you know, if I found
Fair.
out my partner was talking about women like this, I would be like, I think I'm fucking out, actually.
Yeah.
Like, just the total disregard for respect is crazy.
well, it's just, it's giving incel vibes, which makes me so sad because he should be happily married. You know what I mean? And just,
Yeah.
oh, it's so fucking disgusting. But
I will say there's probably a sad amount of married men that are actually neckbeard incels. A sad amount of enough men to have Trump win an election. You know what I mean? So it's just
true
a
enough.
sad state of
About
the world.
those
You know what I
men,
mean?
baby. Let's move on.
All
West
right.
Virginia.
Oh, God.
Sweet home Alabama. All right, guys. Before we hit the last two stories of the day, we gotta do an ad break. What
Gotta
are we
hit
selling this time?
an ad
I
break.
don't know, actually. We'll find out. You'll have to stay tuned. And we're back. Hope you bought whatever it is we were shilling this time.
You're
But back to the stories.
So beautifully put.
What a
Yeah, the
professional.
advertisers probably love that. You know what I mean?
We got to invest
Hey.
in a teleprompter, guy.
Hey, to be fair, we dead ass use everything we've endorsed so far.
I do, honestly.
I'm wearing Manscaped boxers right now.
I
Matchies. Is it the black and gold one?
It is the navy and gold.
Damn.
wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Beautiful.
Real comfy.
Yeah, I use the product. It makes my beard soft. I love it.
Can't relate. Can't grow a beard.
Fair enough.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I gave that to my brother-in-law who has a glorious beard. I was just like, it feels wrong. Like I could use some of it, you know, on like little parts on my face here and there, but
patch
it
it.
felt wrong having it and not gifting it to a man with a better beard.
That's fair.
But
That's fair.
he texted me how much he loves it. So
Oh, yeah, there
I
you
mean,
go.
if he wants a
Some good
refill,
shit.
then go to, put promo code Reddit for 20% off. The ads are
yeah,
done,
bro.
damn it.
You nailed it.
the Patreon users are listening to this and unsubscribing at the same time.
Shout out to 300 patrons, by the way.
Back on
Fucking
it.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
cool is that?
crazy. Fucking crazy.
That is cool.
300.
I was going to bring that up in the house cleaning, but
Oh,
here
sorry.
we are.
We'll bring it up in more detail.
Yeah.
Let's get back to the stories. This is from r/TIFU.
Your favorite.
From it is my favorite.
Yeah.
And I think this Wikimaniac knew that. This is from Nonsense Ground Score Slime. A man eats tacos so delicious that it sends him to new heights. I'll say that I feel like they know that it's my favorite subreddit just because this is something I definitely would choose to read. Obviously, because I'm choosing to read it
You
right
picked
now.
it.
Yeah, you did pick it.
I will say I don't love the beginning of this. It's a little stereotypical, and we'll get into that. But the end of it is funny, so I
Okay.
decided to go for it. So today I fucked up by eating at a taco truck. Earlier this week, I had lunch at a local taco truck nearby. This is one of those sketchy food truck places where you're not sure if you're going to get stabbed in the back while waiting in line.
Well, those are the
don't
best
love
pla-
that, guys.
It's not the best description,
That
but
is a racist description.
they
That's
have
what I
the
got to
best
say
places,
about
though.
that.
They do have the best places.
Taco trucks in general, but I beg of you to not describe it that way.
Yeah.
Just because you're used to a certain type of way or a certain way a neighborhood looks in your mind doesn't mean that neighborhood is any more dangerous than where you're coming from.
Yeah, just because it's not gentrified.
Yes, exactly.
I lived in a bunch of those neighborhoods. So.
And oftentimes the people there are much nicer than the people in the suburbs.
Oh yeah.
So
absolutely.
I will say, please, if I just don't like that sketchy has become like a new word for like ghetto. I hate that. I hate that you can describe a place as sketchy or ghetto. That just really set me off while reading this. But the rest is kind of funny.
That's fair.
Anyways, the burritos are so bomb, it's always worth it. Anyways, I get my usual steak burrito, no onion with some extra sauce on the side.
No
I also
onion.
hate that he calls salsa sauce. It's different.
I do
Fucking
that.
Arthur Fist.
Dude, you call salsa sauce?
Sometimes.
It's salsa.
Sometimes.
It's salsa, bro.
That's
I don't
disrespectful.
know. The old El Paso taco kits, that's definitely a sauce, I would call it.
Ooh, the fact that it's called a taco kit is already setting me up. Too.
Josh, let this be a learning lesson.
I will
Salsa
not.
is salsa.
I will
Yeah.
Look at this white man just disregarding
culture. Oh
Look
my
at
God.
this. We're seeing it live in person, and this is from a woke
This
guy.
is a cancelable offense.
Do it. I dare you.
Honestly.
Don't do it. We do not speak for the white man, all right?
Wikimaniacs fucking shame Josh into calling
Yes,
it salsa,
please.
please.
Yeah.
Anyways, they usually give you these 1 ounce cups of red or green sauce. Salsa. Again,
Salsa verde, salsa roja. Call it for what it fucking
All the different kind of sauces, red and green.
You get the fuck out
Jesus
of here, Josh.
Christ. Anyways,
I'm getting
both
mad.
are spicy.
Today you fucked up, Josh.
Today you fucked up, bud.
Today I fucked up by calling salsa sauce.
Yeah, you're the asshole.
My coworkers won't talk to me.
Yeah. North Carolina, your ass, bud. Anyway, both are spicy, but the green sauce, salsa, can light you up if you're not used to it. I have my lunch and my workday goes by as usual. Later on that evening, I grab a snack before dinner. Choosing to continue my healthy lifestyle, I of course grab a bag of hot Cheetos. As
Nice.
I'm going to town on my 4th suggested serving of this family-sized bag of hot Cheetos,
Respect.
my stomach starts to rumble. Then, as my stomach turns and bubbles, it's off to the races.
Ooh.
I get a level 5 butt pucker, and I'm not sure if it's gas or liquid that's knocking.
A
I
level
scurry to the
5?
restroom.
Liquid ass. That's what you're getting. Yay, poop story.
I'm not sure what did it. The taco truck burrito with the green sauce or the flaming hot Cheetos. But I have now type 7 bowel movement on the Bristol stool chart. This is a case example of mud butt. And it is coming out just as spicy as it went in. No worries, as I've been in similar situations before, and I start to prep the toilet paper as if it was over as quick as it came out. I go to approach the main exit with the Charmin Ultra Soft, fold it over twice, and it happens. My
no.
red Cheeto dusted finger breaks through the double folded 2-ply tissue and touches my brown eye like a kiss from Poseidon himself. The already spiced up sphincter gets an extra hot surprise of flamin' hot Cheeto dust, and I felt like what I can only describe as a NASA rocket taking off into space.
Oh my goodness.
It's called asteroid.
Shit, that was a good
That was
one.
a good one. That was a good one.
Hey, I'm quick on my feet, guys.
I put out a loud screech and hopped into the shower. The jet mode on the removable shower head, along with only cold water running, was barely enough to return me back to sanity. After running a pool's worth of water across my asshole,
Think of the
I waddled-
environment.
The whole ass roll that you use, bro.
I waddled to my bedroom and laid down and slept off my experience. It's been an entire week since I made my whole week with spicy food, and I don't think I can ever look at my flamin' hot Cheeto covered fingers the same again.
Yeah, that's tough.
Damn.
I can't even imagine. When we did the Hot Ones challenge, that was bad enough. I couldn't imagine applying it directly to my what do you call it? Brown
It's a
eye.
hole, the brown eye, like a kiss from Poseidon.
I was like,
What a poet.
It was beautifully written.
written,
Besides the racist
Besides the
part.
racism.
Yeah. Besides the racist
Josh's
first
racism.
paragraph.
Yeah.
And then Josh agreeing with the racism is wild. A
No,
wild
just
shame.
the
Boo this
salsa
man.
part.
Boo this man.
Thank you. You at least acknowledge the fact that it's called salsa, not sauce, Josh.
Yeah. I think
see, I see.
I admitted when I started, I said just the old El Paso kid. I called it that. But then it was
Don't
just
ever call
funny
it
to rev
any-
you guys up.
Don't call anything taco kids. Like that pisses me off. Please stop that.
Old El Paso. You ever had
Oh,
it?
God. Hey, to be fair,
It's from Texas.
John, he's in Canada.
Canada, that's true. You're right.
There's not a lot of options.
Yeah. We border you guys. And that's
And?
it. The Arctic.
John has lived primarily in border states,
True.
border
Yeah.
to Mexico. So besides his weird Kansas stay,
It is. That was weird.
but mostly most of his days are in a state touching Mexico. So he's had good tacos.
Sorry we don't get good tacos up here, okay?
Yeah, well, that's why we're trying to inform you.
We're trying to educate you, Josh.
And then when you refuse to be informed, then we must
That's
shame you.
when-
That's the only way.
It was for the bit, okay? I was looking at the March Madness bracket and I saw Sean had way more bits than I did. All three of his made to the Final Four.
Racism is your new bit. I don't know if I love that for you, but
Well, that was already a bit. You guys made it that.
oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah, where was Wakanda? I didn't see Josh hating Wakanda on that.
Oh, that's the one I didn't put. Damn it.
That's okay. Are we ready for the final story?
I don't know.
Ready.
You guys going to get me in more trouble?
No. This is the episode where Josh gets
it's truly up to you. It's true. You said cancel me. It's truly up to you, bud.
We'll see. We'll see.
cancellation.
Oh man. All right. Last story. This is from r/relationship advice from, I'll just say Emma. I won't say the full Reddit name, but Emma. A woman's son North Carolina to her over her new boyfriend.
A woman's son, North Carolina, her over her new boyfriend. Okay.
Are you like a friend of the family or something? A very distant description of what's happening.
Oh, I've just described all of them as a woman, a man.
Oh,
that's how
I see. I
That's how I've
understand.
been describing.
Sorry.
Yeah, here's the actual title from
Gotcha.
Reddit. My son, 22-year-old male, cut contact with me, 43-year-old female, 4 years ago due to getting involved with his friend, 22-year-old male.
I could see this where you're the asshole, and I could see it where you're not the asshole. Not that this is an asshole story, but you know what I mean. It probably is.
Probably not great.
This sounds like one of those scenes I've seen back in the day. Well, probably like a couple weeks ago.
I was going to say it like an hour ago.
This sounds
before we
like my
recorded.
friend's hot mom.
Oh,
Jesus Christ. Okay. I'll be judged, but I am here to learn how to improve the situation. I had my son at the age of 21 years old.
21.
His father passed away 2 years later. Oh, speaking of 21,
can you do something for me?
I really
Hey.
want to get tickets to that tour.
Oh.
Drake and 21 Savage. Anyways,
That'd be fun.
I'm pumped.
Expensive.
I can see Sean getting zesty over there. And that.
Dude, 21. Hey, can you do something for me? Yeah. It's a zesty. That whole album, Drake, is zesty.
True.
Full of zest. Anyways, I had my son at the age of 21 years old. His father passed away 2 years later. So it was me and my son up against the world. When it came to my dating life, I haven't been so lucky. I've had random hookups here and there and very short-term relationships throughout my son's childhood. In the beginning of my son's senior year of high school, he brought a friend home. Let's call him Max. He was basically at our house every other weekend. I was really happy because my son doesn't have a lot of friends. he usually keeps to himself. I really liked Max as a person. He was a real sweet guy. We had nice, short conversations whenever he was at our place, and we exchanged numbers just in case. He would start sending me text messages and jokes, and I would respond back. My son didn't mind it at all. After about 4 months of coming to our house, Max texts me, and he says he wants to meet up for coffee out of nowhere.
Oh, no.
I texted him if it was something urgent or something about my son. He responded by saying it is something very important. I was curious, so I decided to meet up with him. When I met him, he looked very nervous. I asked him what we were meeting about. He told me that I couldn't tell my son about this, but he then confessed that he had started to develop feelings for me. I was taken aback by this.
How old
I told
is he?
him
Sorry.
18.
And she's how old? She's probably got like 40 something.
40-ish.
At this time, 39.
39, 40, right?
Yeah, 39. Not great. Definitely not the 25 rule that we love here.
No.
Yeah.
Definitely
But
not.
she hasn't said anything back to him yet.
We'll
so.
see. We shall see.
We shall see. I told him that while I was flattered, I had to think of my son. He pleaded with me to just give him a chance. It was so long that I had found somebody interested in me like that. Max was already 18 when he was introduced to me, and he was a very handsome man. So I said yes, but with the condition that it would only be casual dating and my son can't know about it.
What is the end game?
Yeah. What?
I don't know.
Yeah, like when do you tell him?
Like when they're
When
about to
he's
get
40?
married.
When he's
Yeah.
40 in 20 years?
Nah, that's just weird.
Oh, you're double his age, lady.
This is bad.
Yeah.
We met up next week at his place. I told my son I was going out with my friends. After an hour into the date, we slept with each other.
An hour and you couldn't wait?
An hour, brother.
Not
She
that
was
that's the
down
only issue
bad.
with it. But
I mean, tons of issues, but also an hour?
yeah, come on.
Crazy. You can't even have dinner.
No.
Dinner and drive back. That's, I don't know. Anyways.
You went straight to eating. You know what I mean?
Oh, no.
He did.
Yeah.
We cannot we cannot not on this story, boys. Put the fist down.
It's an oops all canceled episode.
Yeah.
Absolutely not
Sean,
me.
come on,
my,
you might
fist,
as well.
my fist was down.
No, come on.
And
come
it
on.
will remain
Bring it
down.
up. Bring it up.
No.
To clarify, this
Yeah.
is horrible and just
Yeah.
not illegal, just barely not illegal. But
But it
very
should be.
fucking weird.
But
it should be.
It should be.
Yeah. Holy.
Oh, no. Okay. Then, after sleeping together for the first time, we promised to meet up in the close future. Our meetups became very frequent, and as such, our relationship grew stronger. I was beginning to fall in love with Max.
Damn.
We learned more about each other, and Max was becoming my main source of joy. I wanted the weekend to start early just so I could spend time with him. It was hard for me to pay attention to anything else in my life. Looking back, it seems that my relationship with Max had a negative effect on my relationship with my son.
You
I
think?
had to come up with different excuses on why I wasn't around anymore. I missed out on his soccer games. And I think I really messed it up when I missed his birthday dinner because I was with Max.
Jesus. Because that's the two people in his life he'd probably want at his birthday
Right.
party.
And he's not hanging out with both of them.
Yeah, that's tough.
I told him that work held me up. It was a week before my son's flight to college that I got a text from Max that my son had found out about us. I got it in the middle of work. I was scared to go back home. When my son arrived home, he never uttered a word about the situation. He just pretended that nothing had ever happened. He seemed very cold to me. He couldn't look me in the eye, and he was only giving me one-word responses. When it came to dropping him off, he didn't even give me a hug or even look back at me when it was time for the flight to even wave goodbye to me. When I drove back home, Max's car was in my driveway. It was the first time I saw him ever since I got that text from him. I saw that he had had a black eye and a broken nose from when he stepped out of his car.
Oh, he squared up.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
I don't condone violence, but I can understand that.
Yeah, I can understand it. We hugged each other tightly. I cried in his arms. Once we stepped in the house, I told him how bad I felt about what we did to my son. The worst part was that I wasn't even sad that my son was leaving, but that I felt relieved instead.
Oh,
Damn.
you are a selfish human being. Oh,
You got
my
digmatized,
goodness.
and not in a good way, bro. Like it's
Oh, God.
Max comforted me in saying that my son was just as much at fault for this situation.
How?
how?
Oh, no. Okay, no. Max comforted me saying he's just as much
Oh,
at
okay.
fault for the
Yes. You
I
kept
was like,
pursuing
what the
Max.
Sorry.
Max, you piece of shit.
I read that poorly. Max is still a piece of shit.
I was about to square up.
Max stayed over that night. The next day, he proposed to me.
Damn.
And I accepted.
Oh.
So you two are like, I was going to say the worst two people in the world, but we had those two earlier stories. So you're up there. You're up there.
They've got to be maybe not the worst, but maybe the dumbest or naive.
Well,
I
he's
don't know.
18, right? And that's what I keep coming back to. He's just impulse, because that's all you are at fucking 18. You're just dumb and you're just impulsive.
Also, where's Max's mom? Because I would be throwing
Yeah.
fist if I was Max's mom.
Or dad, whoever. Like, so you're supposed to be the responsible one and be like, no,
Should've
we
ended
can't
this
have a
shit, yeah.
relationship because you're a child and I'm way older
Double
than
your
you,
age,
and
yeah.
your best friend's mom. Like, there's so many things that are wrong with this. Just picture this as a father, a 40-year-old father dating a 19-year-old.
Oh, he would get flamed
Bad.
to absolute bits.
Bad.
Exactly. It's the same fucking thing. So, fucking, it's weird.
And
Weird.
we continue.
They're gonna have another.
It's
They're gonna have a
been-
kid.
It's been 4 years now. Max and I have a 2-year-old
I
daughter.
fucking knew it.
Noster
call.
John missed, dude.
Whoa.
I like
he works.
that. Hey.
There it is. He works as a mechanic.
The
The
kid?
airport. Oh, Max works as a
Max,
mechanic.
okay.
The 2-year-old.
The 2-year-old
Who
daughter
got
now
toilet
works.
works now.
Yearns for the mechanic life.
Max works as a mechanic. The airport was the last time I ever saw my son. He blocked
Good.
me on everything. I asked his grandparents if he had ever contacted them. His grandfather told me that my son told them everything. He said that he will take care of my son going forward, but he also told me to never contact my son or them ever again.
Fuck yeah.
Fair.
That's a great grandfather.
2 days ago, I got a call from my son saying he's going to be in town and he wants to meet up in person this Friday. I said yes. What should I do or say when I meet him?
I don't have the brain capacity to come up with an answer for you. There's nothing you can say that makes this right.
Repent for your sins. Nothing.
Yeah.
I have nothing either. It's
I guess apologize is
Yeah.
the first step, but also there, like, no amount of apology can make him forgive you. Like, only time, and if he wants to, I guess, is the only way he could ever forgive you. So there's no advice I can give you that would be like, this will fix everything. Here's a Band-Aid solution, You fucking betrayed your son, and
betrayed is the perfect word.
yeah,
I like it because it's the two people that like probably mattered to him the most.
yeah,
And you went around his back, lied about everything, and pulled all this shit. And you missed so much moments for your son because of this. Like it's an absolute betrayal, like what Josh said.
and
Yeah.
debatably illegal.
Yeah.
Well, not illegal, but it should be.
It should be. It's just crazy that the two of you could get so involved and be so selfish. I mean, I assume that both of you knew that he was going to a college that he would have to fly away to. Like, he would be moving,
Yeah.
essentially, in the next few months. But instead of spending that precious time together with him and, spending all the time with him that you're about to miss out on because he's about to move away, you decided to skip very important moments of his
Yep.
life
Yeah.
to be with each other. And truly something, as much as I don't condone this, that's something you could have done after he left. You know what I mean?
Said, hey, let's wait a few months.
Hey, let's not fucking miss my kid's last ever soccer games. Let's
Yeah.
not miss his birthday dinner.
Yeah.
Truly wild, truly selfish. Like Josh said, you have to apologize. And you also just have to take any of the vitriol that he gives you.
Yeah.
Maybe not has to, but I mean, people can get nasty, I guess. But definitely, like, you have to accept what you did was super fucked up.
Yeah, you got to
Exactly.
give them the opportunity to vent every single thing, because there's probably a lot of pent up resentment that they want to say and say out loud. You know,
Yep.
Yeah.
just give
Yeah.
them the platform.
All right, before we get into this day in history, I'm going to very quickly, because I'm just now looking at the time, realizing how late we are. I'm going to very quickly read 2 stories of Does This Guy Fuck?
Yeah.
This one's coming from our very own subreddit. From Pandemonium the Cat again, the double.
Hey.
This is Does This Guy Fuck? Here we go. I, 29-year-old female, recently went no contact, North Carolina, with one of my brothers, a 27-year-old male, when I realized he was turning into an incel.
Oh.
We had random conversation about taxes, and he went on a tangent that single mothers don't deserve financial support since it's their own fault that they got themselves into that situation.
What about the fucking deadbeat dads? It takes 2 to tango, baby. It takes 2 to make a
Yeah.
baby. So why don't you
50-50.
keep the man accountable for that shit? The fuck?
Because Andrew Tate said not to. That's why.
Probably. I was like, what? And then he explained that they have a choice in men. So they should all pick a nice guy who they can marry and support them.
Fuck you.
It's their own bad choice in men that gets them into the single mom situation. So, therefore, they don't deserve financial support since it's their own fault. Then,
Is he a self-proclaimed nice guy?
He probably is.
I definitely
Smells like
definitely.
Axe too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing
The
but
distinct
Axe.
smell of Axe mixed
And BO.
with ass. Then he explained how he will never have a girlfriend, big surprise, since he suffers from hair loss. Me being married and a FTM as well. I don't know what FTM means.
Full-time mom.
Oh, okay.
Is that? I'm guessing.
That makes sense.
Sure.
Told him that it's his attitude that's the problem and not his baldness. He then called me a leftist. Yeah.
Ooh,
So I blocked
insult.
it.
Respecting women, leftist policy.
So,
Confirmed.
brothers, Wikimaniacs, does this guy fuck?
No.
Absolutely not.
Tell
and not
him,
because he's
Ringo.
bald. Yeah. He doesn't.
Boys,
Boys
Boys
ew.
are you boys, Ringo.
Yeah. You boys,
Why?
Ringo?
Yeah, that's right, Ringo.
Yeah.
Coming in next from appropriate, from /just neckbeard things,
Hey.
You gotta do the voice, bro.
from Ashy the Villain.
You need to get
right.
like a beard that prop. So that you can put on.
Unfortunately, I don't need a prop. That's just my beard, is a neck beard, unfortunately.
No, but like a long one, so that you don't have to have
okay.
it all the time.
All right, here we go. Neckbeard voice. I don't know what my neckbeard voice is anymore.
I love the voice crack.
I am 30 years old, turning 31 this month. I've lived long enough to conclude that I hate interacting with other people. I'm done with this. Honestly, I'm done with trying to pursue relationships. Every woman I've ever pursued has rejected me. Parentheses, we started out as friends and I eventually confessed and they did not reciprocate. Close
I'm trying to
parentheses.
fuck your friends, dude.
Yes. To be clear, I have been traumatized and damaged as the result of over 5 friend zone situations over the course of 10 years, a decade.
Takes you 2
I've
years to
never-
recover from each friend zone.
That's how long it takes him to make
plus. It's five plus because he's too embarrassed to put the real number.
one. 5 plus or minus, 1 or 2.
Over under 5. I've never been able to get a date with someone else from my own efforts. Outside of my attempts, no woman find me attractive for features I can't control, like my height or how I look, etc. So I'm not going to bother anymore. I'm sick and tired of seeing people show disgust whether or not I express interest. Watch too many videos about people wanting this and wanting that from their ideal dating partner. People keep saying, keep trying, blah, blah, blah. I know someone else who was in a similar situation to yours, but they had some luck dating, blah, blah. It's over. With friendships, every single friend has disappeared, never to reach out to me again.
It's because you tried to fuck them.
Yeah, I think it's because you keep trying to fuck them. I've tried hard to maintain friendships, and honestly, I'm done with it. They don't make an effort to keep me in their lives, and that's their problem. I'm not going to make a fool of myself any longer. I am choosing to stay in solitude because at least I know it's safe here. I don't want to be, or I don't have to be hurt anymore because I will stop trying. When I close off my feelings and empathy towards other people, only then will I stop hurting on the inside. I have porn and fantasies to keep me occupied and keep my sexual desires at bay. I have no more interest in trying to offer myself to other people in one-sided relationships. I hate this world. Okay.
Is that it?
There's a lot to unpack. Yeah. Get therapy.
That's all I have to say.
Yes.
Yes.
Because there are certain points in there where, as much as I don't like this guy and I think he's a fucking scumbag,
Yeah.
I feel sad. I feel sad reading it. There's a lot of those things, like if you take all the weird fucking trying to fuck your friends things out of it, he's a very sad person.
Someone
that
who probably
needs
doesn't
to
have a
talk to
healthy,
somebody.
he probably doesn't have a healthy like self-worth, and like he doesn't look at himself as someone who's worthy of that.
Yes.
Therapy can help you, my guy.
Yeah.
It's very bad how much he wants to fuck all of his friends. But
It
also,
is.
it's very easy to dunk on him because of that. But I think, as much as we're all going to agree on whether this guy fucks or not, besides that point, you got to feel some sort of like, damn, this guy needs some help. Like this guy needs some help.
Well, I feel most incels come from a place of, self-hate. And then they just outwardly project that into the world, causing toxicity and hate. Yes. And you can hear it in how he describes himself. He's like, because of my, I'm short and bald, it's very projecting because
for sure
you'll find someone who doesn't care about that stuff and just cares about your personality. And that's very clear that your personality is the issue.
Look at me. I'm short as hell and I landed a 10, baby. Come on.
Exactly.
Look at
this forehead.
John.
Look at me.
Look at John. Look at my, the obligatory shout out to my other podcast, but they're my real life best friends, so I have to. But Ryan and Chris, also short kings like John, even shorter than John.
Chris just got married.
Chris just got married.
Chris just got married. All three married their dream girls. You know what I mean?
There you go.
It's fucking, the height is not the issue.
Not the issue, baby. I'll tell you that.
Also, I don't think looks are the issue. It might be how you dress yourself, maybe. You gotta.
It's not even about the dressing either. It's your personality that you give out. It's what you exude out to the world.
Yeah.
I will
say
to
some
Sean.
people have to, dress like you want to. Dress in an acceptable fashion. You can't be
like if you're going on a date, dress up a little bit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
once you're in the long-term relationship, I mean, you could wear t-shirts all day, but I'm talking like you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about.
Like you want to be presentable, but that's not what the core. Like the core is your personality and who they're gonna fall in love with. So it's very telling when you're just like, looks this, looks that. You never once mentioned personality in there either way towards them or towards yourself, and that's where it's like, get therapy, realize that you can be a beautiful human being. You can see yourself as that.
Yes.
And then you will love yourself. And that's when you can project love out into the world and you'll find someone.
Yeah. And don't blame the world for everything. All I hear from the story is like, everyone else. Sometimes you got to look in the mirror, baby boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, the world sucks. I agree with you there, but
no doubt. Yeah, no doubt.
But fix what you can fix and then work on everything else.
And it pains me to say this. Maybe you got to lay off the porn, buddy. Just a tad bit. And this is coming from me.
That's coming from John.
Yeah, that's coming from me.
I
His
don't
therapy's
like
working.
that. Yeah, I don't like that he's substituting human interaction with porn and sex
Don't do
fantasies.
that.
Yeah,
I don't think
that's
that's
not great.
That's not good. I don't think.
No.
Yeah, that's
Start
bad
with-
standard. Yeah.
Start with making a friend that you don't want to fuck.
Yes.
And
Yes.
then, and then
Yes.
just go from there where you have relationships and then
I think, once you're there and you know how to make friends, then you'll know how to talk to people. And then, you'll see what happens from there. But don't make friends with the intention
Of fucking them.
Of fucking them. You got to stop that, brother. Just enjoy being in the friend zone.
exactly.
Also, the friend zone doesn't exist. That's not a
No,
real
it doesn't. You're just a friend.
thing. You're just a friend.
yeah.
but anyways.
Sean and John are in my friend zone,
Yes. And I will fuck them.
All right, we're voting Sean off.
Yeah. Two
All
cancelable.
canceled, baby. Let's go.
I mean, fucking let's get. I mean,
Are we
you could
fist
write.
bumping?
Yeah, we
To
could
me
fist
fucking
bump.
y'all?
Yeah. I mean, you could write smut about us, Wikimaniacs. We obviously read them. So next time,
Yes.
involve some of that shit. Maybe
I like the non-smut fanfics. I'm a big
All right,
fan.
we're gonna
Sean
hit-
wants something else.
We're going to hit a quick ad break, and then we'll be back with another This Day in History from the amazing Underbaki.
Amazing Underbaki.
Hey there, Wikimaniacs. Welcome back to our weekly series called This Day in History. For those tuning into Reddit on Wiki for the first time, thank you for streaming our show. This Day in History is a historical segment we like to throw in each week to take a break from the assholes we talk about on Reddit. But we may still discuss an asshole or two in this segment, so if you're here for the drama, do not worry, we got you. For every Monday episode, we'll take you on a trip down memory lane and hopefully have you walking away feeling like you've learned something. This week, we're halting the brakes to learn about a tragic event that occurred on this day in Tokyo, Japan, 28 years ago. Before we dive into the actual event, we're going to provide some background of those who were involved. The Ayume Shinriko Doomsday Cult, which roughly translates to Supreme Truth, reportedly popularized seemingly in the 1980s in Japan. This group reportedly believed in various ideations mixed of Indian and Tibetan Buddhism, as well as Christian and Hindu beliefs. According to Wikipedia, this group specifically believed Armageddon was on the horizon. Specifically, it was going to unfold as a form of a global war involving the United States and Japan. Within this belief, members assumed that non-members were doomed to an eternal hell, but could potentially be saved if they were murdered by the cult members, and that only members of this cult would survive the apocalypse. Some pretty intense stuff, and this is just the surface of it all. For a deeper dive, check out the February 15th, 2022 episode of Josh's show, Let's Start a Cult. The episode will be linked in the show notes. Side note, Alex, got to figure out a way to do this with all of our shows, specifically Shots and Thoughts. Would be much appreciated. Anyways, let's hyper-focus on what took place on March 20th, 1995 with the Ayume Shinriko group. On that fateful day in March, the group had a total of 5 coordinated attacks. Several packages of deadly sarin gas were detonated within parts of the Tokyo subway system. For those of you who heard me say sarin gas, which should be all of you, I just said it, and scratch their head, don't pause the show and go to Google just yet, because we got you over here. Sarin gas was invented by the Nazis and is one of the most lethal nerve gases known to man. Who knew today's segment was going to incorporate not one, but 2 deadly cults? Not this guy. Nonetheless, sarin is further defined as a human-made chemical warfare nerve agent, meaning it interferes with the operation of an enzyme that stops muscles from contracting. Low to moderate exposure can cause confusion, chest tightness, coughing, increased urination, diarrhea, eye pain and tearing, and more. Severe or prolonged intense exposure could cause loss of consciousness, cardiac arrest, seizures, convulsions, paralysis, twitching, and even a coma. These designated attacks ended up killing 12 people and injured over 5,000 people in total. local ambulances transported a reported 688 patients, and the remaining 4,000 or so people reached hospitals by other means. In total, 278 hospitals saw 5,510 patients, 17 of whom were deemed critical, 37 severe, and 984 moderately ill with vision problems. The cult's headquarters in Tokyo was raided by the police on May 16, 1995, with members being arrested, tried, and sentenced. Some were handed the death sentence, while others saw life sentences. In total, a whopping 200 members were arrested. Had you heard of this event prior to today's episode? Let us know your thoughts on our social media accounts or over on the Cultivate Discord. Also, thank you for tuning in to today's This Day in History segment and learning more about today's future with us. It wouldn't have been made possible without the following resources: Wikipedia, the CDC website, Let's Start a Cult podcast, and Britannica.com. And of course, the most amazing resource of them all, the amazing Underbaki. Thank you so much, Alex, for writing this. Again, if you enjoyed the writing, you got to check out her show. She's the host of another Cultivate podcast, Weird Distractions, and it's really good. So if you enjoy this writing and you enjoy the humor that's in there, that's all Alex, not really me. I think the only part I added was the begging of her to mention my podcast in one of these things, and preferably one where I'm reading it. Hopefully you don't mention it where John reads it, because he will only flame my ass. But anyways, thank you, Alex, for all the amazing work you do. Besides Alex, I got to thank all you fucking patrons. We just hit 300. Thank you so much. I believe that means we hit a stretch goal. I forget what it is, but we will be doing that soon. I believe it's an extra monthly show, but if that's wrong, blame me. That's my fault. But yeah, I think the next stretch goal is 1,000, which would be pretty crazy if we hit that. So thank you guys so much. But got to give a shout out to all 307 active patrons. I won't give a shout out to the canceled. I appreciate y'all's time with us. Hopefully you could be back soon, but I can only shout out the active. So let's go from the start. Here we go. I'll try my best to go quick with it. Etta, Tara, Heather, Pikilla 007, Lorraine, Carissa, Girls Cupcake, Brittany, Jordan, Kaylee, Jem, Amy, Jesse, Classy MacGyver, Sam, Tiara, Lily, Finch Fry, Edna, Kindle, Letty, Mary, Katie, Jilly, Milliam, me, Tweedledee, really Teedledo. You did that on purpose, and that's insane of you. Thank you for that. Daisy, Sarah, Ashielu, the Stevie, Lauren, Kimberly, Luca, Anthony, Angel, Hope, Tammy, Jamie, Rose, Orion, Hannah, Mid Drake, Warren, Brianna, Salma, Javier, Kitty, Kate, Dix, Smith, Rogue on Rogue, Who Vibes, Kenzie, Noah, Lily, Amber, Jen, Tuka, Sophie, Christian the Great, Bailey, Catherine, Marissa, Gabby, Holly, Anna, Evelyn, Sierra, Cheryl, Kristen, Torek, Melissa, Carolyn, Julie, Emily, Lunar, Alyssa, Agatha, Artina, Sheila, Mickey, Tertan, Flair Prime, Zoe, Amber, Kakinishintesh, Moody Tacos, Vicky, Ling, Galaxy Stars, Sammy, Be So Happy, Jen, Isabel, Mama Deep, Pikaya, Sarah, aka The Runt, Blue, Alex, Morgan, Tree, The Busy Bee, Sarah, Ishaya, Alexa, Carolina, Tamsin, Sarah, Sen, Maddie, Jojo, Jacinia, Bree, Purple DC, Bones, Michael, Philip, Melissa, Shannon, Kira, Emily, Taylor, Little, 5128, Sygard, Ashley, Robert, Sam, Lindsay, Audrey, Nathamy, Riker, Stephanie, Jackie, Jessica, Olga, Mackenzie, Sabrina, Lily, Pandemonium, the Cat, aka Ashley, Jenny, April, Rachel, Tracy, Flossie, Savannah, Maria, Midscore, the GOAT, Mrs. Christine, E2, Anastasia, Ashley, Antoinette, Taylor, Tara, Jessica, Bear, Sarah, Mina, Sophia, Will, Jay, Mitzi, Muna, Cow, Witty Kitty, Dr. Doonan, Stevie, Meg Mystery, Sierra, Charisse, Hyphen, Dia, Shell, Olivia, Taylor, Lay, Alexis, Unicorn Candy, Bex, Graceful Duck 22, Phoebe, Roxy, Emily, Ileana, Askyar, Thor, Patty A, Likachu, Nikita, Casey, Jenna, Issa Thunderpoop, Tabitha, Victoria, Jordan, Jory, Elizabeth, Chelsea, Leslie, D, Nate, Casey, Lanny, Indira, Alexandria, Iona, Karen, Alyssa, Rebecca, Brittany, Siddhartha, Lillian, Sunnylicious Supreme, Alyssa, Carolyn, Carol, Jose, Julia, Tegan, Linnea, Witty Meta 4, Sarah, Karina, Kite, Velvet Mole, Caitlin, Kelsey, Andrea, Jillian, Aaron, Kowina, Renee, Appeline, Rhonda, Stephanie, Queenie's Den, Christine, Juice Machine, Carolyn, Rihanna, Maria Elena, Neen, Amanda, Shirtless, Josh, Stan, Michelle, Allie, Ashley, Cecily, Haley, Brittany, Little, Rossi, Aurori, Saskia, Andy, Sky, Lucilini, Noah, Zenthalo, Sasha, Sunny, Nelly, Itzel, Alex, Caitlin, Casey, Ringo, Paula, Dan, Rochelle, Carrie Berry, Love Andy, E. Katerina, Jen, Elizabeth, Charlie, Carter, Amber, Dominique, Marine, Tiffany, Risa, Drella, your girl Diana, Catherine, Diana, Lena, Nia, Eli, Jen, Crystal, Danielle, Michelle, Alexis, Jasmine, Miss Doolittle Crew, Marianne, Sarah P, Freenome, Susan, Phantom Fox 98, Dan, E Spooky Tales, Blue Raina, Ileana, Micah, Valentina, Alex, Taru, Aaron, Gabby, Linz, and Vina. Thank you guys so much for being patrons. We love you guys. We can't thank you guys enough. Stretch goal, we hit 300, coming at you soon. I don't know when. It will happen for sure. Okay, thank you guys. Let's finish this episode. And that's it for this episode. We got to do really quick housekeeping. John and Josh, give it to the people.
Okay, 300 patrons. What's up, 300 patrons? We love you.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Fucking insane. We had to adjust all of our Patreon stretch goals because we made them when we had like 2 patrons.
Yes.
And we're like, yeah, we're never going to fucking make it
Forgot
to
about
300. We'll never make it to 500. And then we looked and we're like, oh my God, these stretch goals, the 500 one especially is unattainable. We looked at it and we were like, dude, there's no absolute. I think that was before we were doing 2 episodes a week too.
Yes, it was.
So definitely now, after what we've essentially already given to you guys without the stretch goal is the second episode.
Yeah, because I was like, we were doing 1 episode a week, and I was like, oh, stretch goal, we'll do 2 episodes a week. But I framed it as, well, you'll get an extra episode a week. And then we started doing 2 anyway, and I'm like, there's no fucking way we can do 3 a week. Not with your guys' schedule. Yeah.
Absolutely not.
So, but Wednesday for $10 patrons, you can expect a bonus episode every week. It'll be one of the 3 of us doing some random subreddit or stories or whatever we want to do. Game shows Sean wants to do now.
I'm just going to stream myself playing video games, and that'll be an episode.
That'd be dope.
Why not?
I've always wanted to do that.
Clothes or no clothes?
Optional.
Just
it's
your
for the
feet the whole
$10.
time.
It's for the $10. I'm going to play video games with my bunions, actually, exclusively. I will lose every round, but that's fine.
And then, so we don't have much time here. Oh, we got merch coming out in April 1st. Our new store launches, so you can get the Rose shirt and the Get Therapy merch. We got a couple other things that we're looking at doing some limited drops, coming up in the spring, summer. So
for all
keep
you
an eye
hype beast out there.
Yeah.
Limited fashion.
So we're excited with this new store that we have the flexibility to do that kind of stuff. So, and
then John, make a shirt that says "Fashion is my passion."
Ooh.
Thank you.
God damn.
Wikimaniacs, you heard that.
I'm for it when we make money, guys.
Yeah, when it comes to Sean, monetization, he's all for it, baby.
That's funny. And then I'll do one review since we're in a bit of a time crunch here. But this review comes from Jose, who is one of our patrons. And it is a 5-star. And it's titled The Twilight Saga, Breaking Sean.
Ooh.
No.
It's a patron, so it's okay, Sean. You get money.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
Accept
you pay me, you could do whatever.
So it goes, every episode is amazing. I love all the jokes that get thrown around, and you guys always make me laugh. Anyways, Sean is dope because H-Town love.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Scrooston, baby.
Josh is dope because he is Canadian, eh? And John is dope because puns and military, so keep doing y'all 24/7.
What?
I love that.
He's a fan of geology, I see. Or
Yeah.
geography.
Geology.
Geology is
Yeah.
rocks.
Rocks.
Geology
Loves
is
rocks.
rocks.
But either way, you rock our world. So that's a
Fuck
double
my
one.
ass.
There you
God
go.
damn it. I meant
so-
geography.
No, we heard you. That's a new
God damn
bit.
it.
So yeah, thank you for that review. I'll get to a couple more next week when we have a bit more time, but it's a Sean episode, so we knew it was going to go a little bit longer.
Oh man, I wanted to read one really nice review, but we don't have time. But we'll save it
Is it a long one?
a little bit.
We'll save it.
Yeah, I gotta watch. I gotta
I have
watch.
Venmo shout outs too, but
Oh.
I'll save it. I'll save it.
Yeah, because I gotta go watch Ted Lasso tonight.
Oh, it's out already?
Yes,
Today-
it came out
today
today.
it premiered.
The day of
Oh,
recording.
fuck.
Yeah.
Also, watch Shrinking. 4 or
such a
5
good show.
episodes into that. It's great.
Oh, I'm caught up to that, so I won't spoil
damn.
it for you.
It's also made by the same guy who made Ted Lasso. So
Yes, it
same
is.
type
Is that
of
the one
shit.
with Jason Segel?
Yeah,
It is?
And,
Oh,
okay.
Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford?
Harrison
Okay.
Ford.
It's a very good show.
I love it.
And The Last of Us was a
Oh my god.
chef's
My
kiss.
God.
Beautiful show.
Also, the second half of You season 4, crazy.
Ooh.
Anyone watched it?
I haven't watched any of you, so
Oh my god.
My wife likes it.
there's too many shows. There's too many shows. I'm just like I can't keep up with all of them. So,
Yeah, same.
but
I'm too
yeah.
busy watching 5 hours of wrestling a week like a fucking loser.
I can relate,
Psycho.
Sean. I
I'm
can
a
relate.
goddamn psychopath.
Speaking of fandom, I didn't realize how many K-pop stands we had in our audience.
You know?
I think
Dude, it's
90
fucking worldwide, brother. XG, we're certified, bitch. You know the vibes.
I want to say 90% of
comments
Monday's episode
was all K-pop.
Was all
Was it?
Get Josh into K-pop. I love K-pop. Or like,
Hey, I could share with you my playlist. It's not a lot, but
Ooh.
it's a little.
that'd be cool.
I'm a noob when it comes to this stuff, but
We gotta stitch something out now and then like have bits and pieces of us doing oh my god. I just want to see Josh, to be honest.
my Wednesday episode is just gonna be me trying to learn K-pop choreo. No audio or no actual voiceover, just a video of me trying to learn choreo.
That'd be cool. I'd like
Yeah.
that actually. But
see.
yeah, that's what we got this week. Yeah, thank you, Wikimaniacs.
Love you guys so much.
Love you. Bye. Expert in fucking, I don't know.
Great power.
For the 5th time, it's your boy Sean.